All right, Logan, so I got to ask you off the bat. Growing up, who were some of your favorite players?
Well, I thought I was a position player back in the day, so I didn't know I was going to be a pitcher. My favorite was Alfonso Soriano growing up, and Chipper Jones. Those are two of my guys.
Okay, so you named an infielder, outfielder, and obviously one of the best third bases ever. So Mount Rushmore, I have fun with players with this. I'm going to ask you, Mount Rushmore for you, and I break it down in 4 parts, obviously. Catcher, one infielder, one outfielder, one pitcher. So we're going to start with catcher.
Start with catcher? Oh, man. Man, this is a tough question. You put me on the spot. Let me start with pitcher.
Okay, pitcher, go ahead.
For me, it's Nolan Ryan. It's the best. Did it forever. Innings, complete games, everything. Infielder, I go with, it's probably got to be like Ty Cobb or somebody like that, one of the throwbacks, you know?
Okay.
Outfielder, I think the best hitter all time, Ted Williams.
Okay.
So it's hard to argue that, you know?
Okay. Catcher.
And catcher, I'll go with, man, that's tough. I'm partial because I like Florida State. So Buster Posey was one of my favorites. So I'll put him on there.
Okay, I like that. So the first time you started yourself on MLB the Show, the video game, what did you think?
Oh, it was crazy. It was crazy because I grew up playing forever. And I saw myself, and it's weird. It feels like a dream almost. You're like looking at yourself in a game that you're used to playing with other people. So it was kind of trippy.
All right, so when did you realize, and I like to ask this, like your first major league moment when you realized, man, I'm here?
That's a good question. I think for me, probably playing the Yankees was one of the coolest things. So that was like a couple months in for me, but I grew up a Yankees fan somehow in Florida. But when I was playing them, it was like, it kind of came full circle for me. And I was like, man, this is pretty cool.
Okay, so let's just say you have a walk-up song. It's named after you. You can pick any artist to do the song. Who would you want to do the song?
For me, I'd probably pick NF. Most people might not know him, kind of like a Christian rapper, but he's got some pretty good stuff. I listen to him before like every game, so that'd be my walk-up.
Okay. So with this Seattle team, obviously with the lockout, this team had expectations to come in, you know, not only make a playoff push, but a World Series push. Then the trades happened.
Yeah.
When you're by your phone and you see all this stuff happening, did the expectation change, and what do you think the potential of this team is?
Yeah, I think it was crazy, those trades. I mean, we're bringing in some superstar type guys, all-stars, like league leaders, that kind of stuff. So we already had high expectations, and I think that just kind of set the bar that we're like, you know, we can do this thing. And recently, I mean, we know we can play better than we have been, but I think we're starting to heat up a little bit, and I think we still got it in there. We have the players, we have the team. It's a long season, so I think we'll get there.
All right, last question. So, you know, you talked about you thought you were a fielder, but then you end up being a pitcher.
Yeah.
But there's a guy in baseball that does both.
Yeah.
And you faced him, Shohei Ohtani. What do you think about a guy that can not only throw 90 and above, but can hit 40 home runs? What do you think about that?
It's crazy, man. People shouldn't be able to do that. I don't know how he does it. First time seeing him in person, it was just different. You know, he's like really one of a kind. He can do it all. So. Yeah, he's a superstar.
Well, Logan, man, congratulations, man. We're going to see you in this All-Star game this year.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.